I don't know about dictionary, sorry. Okay, so let's begin. Today I would like to briefly present you a presentation regarding Georgian Polish archaeological research in Kutaisi conducted by our Krukowski Polish Georgian Interdisciplinary Research Center, National Agency for Cultural Heritage Preservation of Georgia, and also Kutaisi State Historical Museum already since year 2017, except 2020 because of worldwide situation, pandemic situation. Okay. So today we are talking about Kutaisi, lying on the western side of Georgia, inside the Rioni Basin region, around 100 kilometers from the seashore of the Black Sea. And according to our Georgian research from 1960s, 1980s, and later our joint research in 2020, because when pandemic came, we thought what we can do with this, and it was not possible to work on the field because Polish archaeologists stuck in Poland, and I'm the only one who is living in Georgia for the whole year. So we decided to make a kind of survey around Kutaisi region, and also we changed the name of our project to Kutaisi Archaeological Landscape Project, KALP. And according to all of this data from 1960s to 2020, we found a lot of artificial mounds connected to Middle Bronze, Late Bronze Age period, and Early Iron Age Classical period also. And we found around more than 60 this kind of artificial mounds, surrounding mainly by one or two moats, and sometimes also embankment between these two moats. So we have sometimes this kind of system, for example, like for Kopitnari. There is one moat, then embankment, and second moat, embankment, and third moat, embankment. So it's a really huge defensive system for such kind of, to be honest, small archaeological sites, because the biggest sites I think so it's around 3 hectares, but most of them are less than 1 hectare, 0.6, 0.8. But defensive system is very huge, and we found also some remains of kind of we thought this is a remains of transport system, because some of these mounds are connected each other by canals, and yeah, this is just a I think good picture, and all of these mounds are connected by canal, and each canal came from the one node to another. And about this picture, when on the one mount is not enough space to build new buildings, Korean people make another mount nearby, and they started building there. So sometimes up to 5-6 months, very close to each other. Oh, it's pretty dark, but this is one of the mounts near Kopitnari airport, around 15, maybe a little bit more kilometers from Kutaisi. And during our survey in 2020, we are looking around and check, maybe not all, but several mounts. And as you see, there's really a lot of plants, trees, grass, and it's even difficult sometimes to see that it is a mount. Sometimes we are thinking, where is our mount? Yeah, we are going around. But the most important thing is the mode. As you can see here, especially on this left photo, we found all of mounts are have this kind of mode, and depends on mounts. Some mounts has very small one, like for example 5-6 meters wide, and in one case it's 35 meters. So it's very very big. And to be honest, about excavations, we know this kind of mounts only from, to be honest, one excavation. It was on Anaklia. I think Anaklia is second mount. Yes, second mount of Anaklia, because Anaklia. There are three mounts, and one of them is completely uncovered and excavated completely, and they found a lot of wood and wooden remains, including kind of platform. So, according to reports, this kind of mount was made like this, that they started from the moat, then they put this earth from the moat into the center and make artificial mount up to 9 meters wide, and then they built wooden platform, and then on this platform they start to build houses, workshops, and other stuff. And this is the chronology of these mounts, because we already make this survey and found a lot of pottery, of course, around and on the mount. And according to our data and Georgian data from 1980s, we know that we have 5 so-called types of mounts according to chronology. As you can see, sometimes it's only late Bronze Age and early Iron Age, one layer. Sometimes it's more than only this one layer. For example, number 4, there is also proto-Colchian layers, and sometimes later layers is possible to find. For example, pre-classical, classical period, so up to 3rd century BC, and sometimes around these mounts it's possible to find cemeteries, and typical grave is a grave in Itos. And here's some images from our 2020 survey, and we found even imports, Greek pottery, and some very typical Colchian local pottery. Okay. And for some of them, we decided to make this not only survey but also kind of documentation, photos from the drone, some sketches, sometimes also georadar analysis. And this is a Meskheti site, and nearby this Meskheti site we found Peter's grave, and because it was inside canal, because there's a canal built by one of the owners of the field, and he wants to build this canal straight, and he found Peter's and called to us to check the place, and we decided to dig this and preserve our Peter's. So Peter's is dated back to, according to pottery and bracelets and all the stuff that we found, to 4th century BC. Yeah, we found bracelets, earrings, and we can back to the okay. And we found also a collection of beads, and some of these beads, it's mainly glass beads, but some of them had golden foil inside. So it's a bead, cutted on side, and golden foils inside. Okay. And also sometimes it's possible to find Kolkhan coins. Like in a break, and for example, in our case was called hemidraft. It's a type, second type, and similar coin was found in Poti, and is in Poti now in Poti Museum, small museum, and according to his today data, is dated back to 350-330 BC. Yeah, this is another set of typical late bronze/earlier age pottery, what we found during our survey in 2020, and also we continued this work 2021 also. So this is on 3 months, we decided to make drillings, and from Poland came Professor Leszek Łęczyński. He's a specialist on drillings, and he has all the equipment. And he came to us, and we decided to make drillings on 3 sites, and trying to catch what's going on there, what kind of layers we have. Sometimes in our drilling it's not very big, because drilling is diameter around 20 centimeters, but sometimes we found even pottery inside our drilling. And these drillings were made on Sakulia archaeological site. It's around 14 kilometers from Kutaisi, and according to our drillings, we know that there is for sure pre-classical layers, late bronze, early Iron Age layers, and also protocol canal. And here's the profile of our drillings, and as you can see, after it's 1, 2, 3.5 meter, we decided to drilling more, but it's starting very wet conditions and a lot of water. And finally the water came up to us, so we decided to finish this drilling. So yeah, it's around up to 4 meters of layers on the archaeological site. But our archaeological expedition and regular works are inside Kutaisi city, so it is really difficult because we can't open a big trench. It's very difficult because always there is something. Here is the church, here is the building, here is the street, here is someone who don't like us. You know, it's always very, very difficult. But finally we found some good place. It's around Javakhishvili Park. And now there is an amusement park. Unfortunately, because amusement park is from 1960s, yeah, and unfortunately destroyed almost all layers and levels. So we found a little bit, just a little bit, but nothing special. So we decided to make another trenches near the school. Here, where is the name Datashidze? Under it is a building, school number 20. Yes. School number 20, and around the school, and with agreement with director of the school, we decided to make finally three trenches. And as you can see, there is also rescue trench. This is the trench from 2012. Yes, 2012. Before our cooperation, Georgian side made own trench here, and now this area is completely closed because there is a water management building. So now it's not possible to dig there anymore. But Georgian side found in 2012 part of the moat, very big moat, almost 6 meters wide, and according to report, how much? 4 meters down. Yeah. But because of they were in a hurry, because of the builders are behind, they decided to finish. They unfinished the last layers of the moat, so they didn't finish, unfortunately, this trench. So we decided to open another trenches based on drillings. As you can see, there's some drilling locations, red dots, and we found where is the moat and where is no moat. So we found the border, and we decided to open 2 trenches. Okay. And finally, we found moat. This is 2018, trench number 7. And finally, we discovered moat and finished it. So final size is 10.5 meter wide and 5.75 meter down. So it's a very big defensive structure. As you can see, around 3 meters down and up completely down, it's a lot of slim and a lot of water, and it's very difficult to dig the last layers of the moat. And what we also found, we found a lot of, because in this moat was completely anaerobic conditions, and because of that we found really a lot of organic materials. And yeah, for example, plow, and on the plow we found really strange bluish, grayish thing, and we decided to analyze it, and it was remnants of Vivianite, and according to our geologists, remnants of Vivianite tell us that this flow lying very, very long into the water inside. So we thought that the mold was not dry, it was a wet mold. And we decided to make flotation, and we found really a lot of organic material, and some of them we sent to radiocarbon dating, of course, some of them to our colleagues in Gdańsk University to further studies. And as you can see here, no, not so fast, please. We found, for example, bird millet seeds. Here is our material directly from the mold, and here is the modern material on the right side. Okay. We found also, as you can see here, including some and seed, fruit stalk, and from proper wine also, as you can see here. Fig fruit, not burnt millet also, and pieces of hardware. But there's more, of course, but we are still waiting for the final report. But as I know already, we found more than 100 species. So it's really a lot. And some of them was sent to radiocarbon dating, as I told, and we decided on 3 laboratories. So one was in Rehovot, Israel. The second laboratory is in Polish laboratory in Poznań, and third one in Vilnius, but we are still waiting for Vilnius radiocarbon data. And this data we already have, and according to this data, it was a huge surprise, just for, not only for me, but especially for Georgian side, I think, because they thought that everything what we have, not only the mold, but the settlement, everything, what we found in Kutaisi is dated back like 9, 8, 7 century BC, because it's a typical dating, you know, someone put this information in 1955 and everyone copy-pasted. But according to our C14, we have, for example, the last date, you can see it in, I know it's small, but you can move to next slide. You can see here all layers stated by organic material, and bottom of the mold is 13th century BC. So it's around how much? 500 years earlier. So our site surprised us. And according to pottery, as you can see here, there's a lot of pottery and other stuff also, as you can see here. And we found also casting mold, late Bronze Age material and casting mold for typical asymmetrical Colchian X. And this layer is dated to 11th century BC. And the next trench is trench number 9, where we found remains of the typical house made in method, water down method. So, as you can see, there's a lot of ceramic building materials. And it's very difficult to distinguish this material from regular soil. It's very difficult, but it's of course possible because this soil is also very, very hard. So it's very difficult to distinguish, but it's possible after all of these years. And we found a lot of wood fragments, and even 3 days ago we found such a big fragment of wood. And we are thinking that this is the fragment of floor. And we have a lot of imprints of wood and organic material on fired clay, so on ceramic building materials. And according to our archaeologists, it's a typical imprints for water technology. So as you can see on the left side is typical. And if you go 30 kilometers up from Kutaisi to, how would say, please? Gordy village. Yeah. Sometimes I need some help with this Georgian name, sorry. Okay, near the Gordy village, and there is also the very beautiful waterfall. We found such kind of building, and it's, to be honest, this is Holcomb House, Bronze Age house, still existed. Maybe excluded this stone foundation. We don't have such kind of things here, but rest is the same. And under the pieces of the floor, wooden floor, we found also this kind of waste heap, as you can see here. And inside this pit we found a lot of organic materials again, and now we are very curious because we are waiting for radiocarbon from this pit. And we found also a lot of pottery, such as, for example, this fragment, and a lot of stone instruments, so-called, okay. And really a lot of things connected to metallurgical workshops, for example, like for all this. So this is the number A and B is directly from the modes, and especially in A was broken. And we are thinking that when something is broken, you decided to throw it out to the mold. This is the closest place. The mold is the biggest waste pit, always. So inside the mold we found a lot of things, not only organic materials and pottery, but also this kind of material. And near Baghrati Cathedral, this famous one, very big in Kutaisi, we decided to open another trench. As you can see, we extended old trench of our Georgian colleagues from 2012, and they found finally stone foundations of typical Kolkhan building, with one smaller and one bigger room. And we decided to open another trenches, and we found similar foundations, but unfortunately all of these are on the big slope like this. And our basement is rock, so we are decided to cut every layer to the rock. And now we are, it's very good visible that some of these rocks are rolling down. We are calling rolling stones. Going down, and it's very hard to find the same situation in Georgian trench in our trench. Unfortunately, everything is completely mixed. But we found, for example, figurines, like this cow figurine. And from the beginning to the end, from the upper levels, it's typical Turkish layer, a lot of pipes, more than 30, and typical medieval, Georgian medieval pottery. We found really a lot of Bronze Age stuff like pottery, figurines, and this number 1 figurine, unfortunately, is the head is broken, but we found very similar 3 or 4 figurines in Valley. So, and also we have some pottery very similar to Valley type. So, according to Ivane archaeologists, it's dated back to 5th century BC, and some of the pottery is typical bronzes. So we have at least 2 layers on Barati Cathedral. I mean 2 older layers. One is classical or pre-classical period, and one is late Bronze Age early Iron period. And on the bottom we have small layers, around 15 centimeters layer of Middle Bronze Age period. This is typical Middle Bronze Age transition to late Bronze Age period pottery and stone arrowhead. Okay, thank you.